Hey everyone, this video I wanted to go over something that I talked a little bit about in the last video, and that is how we have another value for the sex when there's really only two options. So we go to the newsletter and we have male or female. So I really think a lot of you are going to like this. If you like hacking or cracking or whatever you want to call it, then I think you will be interested in this. So first let's look at the script by itself. The way we have it now is that we're taking the value of sex and assigning it to the variable sex. And then we're going to echo that back out dynamically by testing the value of sex. And you can see we have an option for male, we have an option for female, and then we have an else for anything else. Well, a beginner would look at this and say, oh, we don't need that because there's only two options here. Well, I'm going to show you how we can hack this web page to be able to change that. So the first thing we can do, right click it and inspect element. I'm using Firefox. I'm using Google Chrome. I'm sure Firefox will have something similar to this and so forth, but if you want exact, I'm using Google Chrome. So, as you can see, this is opening our code that we created. So yes, all of your code is public. You can do this on any website. You can just right-click it and inspect the elements. And with this, you can modify the web page. So, the actual web page does not change on the server, but it does change on the server side. On the client side. So this input type equals text. We could change this to input type equals password, which is going to hide our name. And this doesn't affect everyone going to this website, it only affects us. So when we refresh the page, it doesn't stay that way, just so you know. Well, with this, we can actually modify this radio button and change it to text. This means it will accept any value that we want. So I could take this and I could try and hack this website by putting SQL injections or pretty much anything we want, scripts, pretty much anything like that, or just try another value that's not accepted. And then I can submit it and it will tell us to enter a correct value. So that's an example of how we can sort of game the system, and that's not the right phrase to use there at all. This is how we can hack this web page to allow different values. Another thing is, if you don't want to custom edit this web page, you can actually create your own web page which will send the content to that server, that script. So I basically just copied the PHP code and put it on my website, calebcurry.com, and instead of using a radio button, I changed the type of input of the sex to a text, so I can put anything I want in here, and I can put anything I want in here. So as long as I have the HTML, I can do this. I can change the action. So if I'm on my website, I would have to change this action right here to this, and then it will take whatever I put into that form and it will send it to this page right here. And we can see that in action. Let me just do that for you real quick. So as you can see, I have this page, name, Caleb Curry, and I'm just going to put everything correct. So just to show you, cool, and then sex equals male. Oops. And then we can submit it, and it will take us to this web page with that value. See? And so that's sort of a way you can infiltrate other websites in a new way. So that's all this video really has to cover. Hopefully it was helpful. If you have any questions, please be sure to leave a comment and subscribe. Now I gotta figure out how to stop this video. Alright.